on your Sundays. We really appreciate it. My name is Danielle. I'm a member of the OI tribe. You probably already know that. If not, that's what I am. We thought it was very important to stay connected to each other, especially during this very strange year that we've been having. I'm very curious to see what 2021 will bring the coronavirus and us all. Hopefully, we'll be able to meet each other again face to face. But I always love doing this because I can see every one of you from all over the world. So first of all, I just wanted to see where everyone is from. So I just wanted to ask you all to switch off your cameras. I always love doing this. Yep. Okay. 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 Very good. Jeanette, can you switch off your... Yeah. Very good. Hi, Mary. Can you switch off your camera? Thank you. Great. Okay, so can all the people that are from the Netherlands switch on their camera again? All the Dutchies. Yay. Hi, Dutchies. Goedemiddag. Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you all. All right, switch them off again. And now can people turn on the camera from Europe? Yes.
I'm doing
Very good, very good, very good. Yay.
Good training.
We have a lot of different kind of people around here.
nice.
Because Zach, where are you from? You're
Hi,
where you
Germany,
from?
Germany.
You're from Germany?
Yes.
So in your country they say Frohe Weihnachten, doch?
Ja, genau.
Okay, good. Very good. Okay, cool. Okay, can you now switch off your cameras again?
Switch your camera off.
I have it on. There we go.
Off.
You switch it off.
Off. Sorry.
Off. Okay. Very good. Hello, Dr. Janus. Good to see you as well. Okay, can you now switch on your camera if you're from outside of Europe? Because I understand that we have some people from Canada, Brazil, the US. I see Isis, my friend from Peru.
Peru.
I see Spars from the States. Wow. This is incredible, guys. Really good. And I understand it's quite early for you at your side of the globe,
So
right?
we see Elena
Yes.
from Russia as well, and Marina
Elena.
from Brazil.
Oh, wow.
And Isis, wow, what a background. You're actually outside. You're giving us a peek of Peru here. Is that right?
Yes, it's a part of Peru. I'm in Arequipa. I'm on
Is it
holiday
sun-
right now.
Is it sunny where you are right now?
Yes, it's sunny here.
Oh,
Guys, we have to look.
so jealous.
This is amazing. And also amazing. Let's take a look at Ben. Ben Jaloon, he's in great company and he's in Hong Kong, right, Ben? You're on mute at the moment still.
Unmute. Tell him to unmute.
Wait a second. Ask to unmute. Ben, we were not able to hear you because you were on mute.
Oh, sorry.
Here you
Yes,
go.
There you go.
I'm here in Hong Kong, joining to support Zach, who just spoke minutes ago. And also, I want to introduce Pom Pom to everyone.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Papa. Hey. Hey, Ben.
Hi, everyone.
Daniela, we have to have one with everyone brings their pet along, so it seems to be like a good
exactly.
idea.
I'll grab mine. He's asleep on the couch now, but
You
I'll
have
show
plenty
him
of
in a little
pets.
bit later.
Exactly. And
Cool.
I think Dr. Retrouvé there as well from Kansas, right? Good to see you. Thanks so much. And Mayor Peterson Zuri, known to many people, been a guide to many, many people. Brilliant.
Good.
And that's wonderful,
Wow.
all of you.
Dagmar, I'm
Wow.
actually back home in Montreal in quarantine. It's a ton of fun.
All
Oh, you're
right.
in Montreal quarantine.
And that's okay. Merry
Are you
Christmas.
feeling all right?
Yeah, no, quarantine means in Canada, when I flew from the States 2 days ago, we have to, because
Oh,
we're
right.
really risky people, we have to quarantine 2 weeks.
Preventatively.
It's my third day. It's a ton of fun.
Right.
Okay.
Feels like a prison, but it's good to see all of you, and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so today we also wanted to do a little fundraising with you guys. We already raised 1,200 euros, which is great, but we can always use a little more because, as you all know, research is very expensive, and we are a little but very terrific tribe. But because we're not with that many people, there from the pharmaceutic companies, there's not a lot of interest to invest in research in OI. So it's up to us to set the bar and raise money and funds for OI research. So hopefully we'll be able to do that today. And to start off, in order to do that, we have a very special singer with us, and that's Marika. Marika, are you here? I saw you already. Marika? Where is she?
I did see her as well.
I
Probably
did see
just
her
getting
too.
off mute at the moment. Here she is.
I hear someone. Marika. Hello.
You also see me?
Absolutely now.
Too active, probably.
Yes, we can see.
Very good. So you're a professional singer.
Yeah, I am.
All right. And you want to auction off one of your Christmas songs.
Definitely.
And the person with the highest bidder gets to decide what song you'll sing, right?
Yeah, from a certain pick of songs.
Okay. And what kind of songs did you select for us? What can we choose
All kind
from?
of songs, romantic Christmas songs, but also very heavy ones like Sleigh Ride or Jingle Bell Rock. So there's heavy stuff and there's melancholical stuff. So
A very quick question, Marike. What's your own connection with OI, if I may ask?
I have a daughter of 6 years old, and she's been diagnosed with OI recently in March.
Oh, wow.
It's been a big surprise for me. And yeah, I really want to contribute to this fantastic community to help the investigation for what it's all about. And yeah.
That's great.
Welcome to the tribe, Marike. And you'll find, it comes with, many wonderful things as well. One of them is, this community that you have here online.
Exactly. A new family, to so to speak. And don't correct me if I'm wrong. There's a list of songs that Marike can sing, and that's in the chat. You can all select one from that. If you're the highest bidder, then Marike is going to perform that song for us at the end of the event, right?
Definitely.
Great. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm
saying
already.
Just to remind you how it goes.
Yeah, that would be great because we are not sure that we all still remember exactly which one is which. Can you just give us a couple of sound bites?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
All right. For instance, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I think you all know this, right? We're gonna sing along with this. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. That's a bit high at the moment. I have a different gig singing.
It sounds great.
This one is White Christmas. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Oh. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Hope it gets snow.
We hope so, yeah.
A Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells swing. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. That's a happy one.
Wow.
Oh, Holy Night. I'm gonna play the piano later on all these songs. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, and the very next day, you gave it away. This year, we'll save it from tears. I'll give it to someone special. Yeah.
Wow.
And there's Rudolph. And remember,
Rudolph, of
it's
course.
it's all in the chat. You can see in the chat the whole list of songs. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows. Sleigh ride is the next one. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. And Winter Wonderland. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. And of course, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Well, that's about it. Getting happy already?
Yeah, I'm in the Christmas mood over here right now. I'm like, okay, bring on the Christmas time. It's almost Christmas. Thank you so much. So the highest bidder can choose one of these songs, but they're all great. So that's going to be difficult to choose, I would say. It's going to be a tough decision. Yeah, that's a tough one. But all contributions, large or small, are very much appreciated. And we will everyone will get, if you make a donation today, you'll get a free recipe book, which is fun, right, Dagmar?
Which is indeed kind of a little gift of the community, so to speak. So everyone, even the smallest gift, will get the Christmas recipe book in return, as well as a book, which we're going to be talking later about, the book of Zach. But I would suggest, as people are trying to, think about which song they may want to kind of get from Marieke, which would, of course, be a very nice Christmas gift very early on. Let's talk to Sparsh, I would say, Danielle, because he will need to.
I was watching the time already. Sparsh, are you here?
Hello.
Hi, Sparsh. How are you?
I'm blessed. I'm doing well. How are all of you?
Great. Hey, Sparsh, what does Christmas mean to you?
Oh man, Christmas, it means a lot of things to me. I think, well, first of all, as a student and as a high school student, I think the first thing we all need to mention, it kind of goes without saying, but school's off!
Yay! For how long?
First things first.
I'm looking forward to 1.5 weeks later when I don't have school and I can just spend, time in the holidays. And so that's amazing. Hopefully I won't get homework. Let's see.
I just talked to your teacher. You're fine.
Okay. College applications I still got to work on, though. I'm a high school senior, so I'm going to be attending college next year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're growing up way too fast.
Yeah. Well, hey, there's always that young part of you inside. So there's school. There's, I think, just spending time with family. Being able to go back to your priorities. We're all social beings. So
True.
Christmas is just a time to, catch up with people you haven't met in a very long time or talked to in a very long time. Or meet up with those and associate with those who you often meet up with and strengthen your bonds with them, especially your family. Obviously, there's with COVID, that's a little hard, but you always have Zoom. We're meeting here through Zoom. So that's there. And also, I think it's a great time to celebrate traditions. I have a Christmas tree. We put it up there at the end of Thanksgiving break. And that's the same tree we put up every year. And we also, I'm pretty positive that my mom and dad are going to leave some gifts for us on the Christmas tree.
Have you been a good boy this year?
I hope so.
Oh, the best, I'm
Probably,
sure.
probably. You're good. Let us know what you get for Christmas. We're all very curious.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
you've got another special video you wanted to share with us.
Yeah,
What is it? Can you tell us a little bit about the video? We're very curious.
yeah, sure. So the video is called Love Today. And love, we spell love LUV, which means live united voluntarily.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, so basically, part of the song is an homage to a lot of organizations that I've had the privilege of working with, but all the other part of it is really like the overarching message and the theme is that with all the like hateful acts that we have been seeing over the past few years, like I tackle those issues in my rap, like the school and terrorist shootings that have happened around the world. We There really shouldn't be a place for hate in this world. We should be trying to focus on loving each other, and really it was just, this song was created to uplift people and just celebrate what unites us. And that a lot of them, there are so many, like I said, the organizations that I pay homage to in the song, the donations from this song also go to all these charities and stuff. So that's an amazing good cause that's there in watching my video. If you want to see it, it's on YouTube, and
Well, we're gonna watch it in a little bit. But
that's
you,
awesome.
I know, but you mentioned a good cause. Another very good and important cause to all of us, I think, is OI research.
Yes.
And we're gonna share some news about that later on. What would
Great.
you wish for OI research? What is it? Yeah, there's only one thing. What would it be?
Oh, one thing. Okay. Now I
You
gotta.
probably have a lot of things. I know.
I'm gonna be honest. I think we could do some. I think we could break some more ground in terms of psychosocial research, and I say that for two reasons. Number one, just because to understand the way that people with OI live and their families live and cope with this disorder, I think that's very important. Not only because it will help people with OI better know themselves better, but it'll also help people better understand what it's like to be someone with OI that don't have OI, and what it's like to be a person with a disability. And I think that's extremely important, because if we're going to create an integrated society where everyone is treated equally regardless of their ability, then we need people to see. We need people. The first way we can do that is by creating empathy, and to create, and not just empathy, compassion. To create that compassion, you need to know what the other person is feeling, or at least understand from their perspective. Let them tell you their story. And the second reason I would want to do that is because I myself am very, very interested in psychology. That's probably what I'm going to major in college. So, if anything, I would love to do research with OI people. So, anyone there, like my OI tribe, like, you know, I'm so ready to do that research, to learn more about us in the psychosocial sphere. And I think that will be great, not just for us, but for the whole world.
That would be awesome, really. I mean,
think-
that's one of us thinking about us together. I think that would be brilliant.
I think you
Yeah.
make a great researcher. I really do.
Thank you.
I really do. So Sparsh, can you maybe introduce the video that you wanted to share with us so that we can watch it all together?
Yeah, sure. So, Love Today. It's an amazing song. I created it with my a couple of the writers, Miss Leah Olstein and Miss Sylvia Dreyfus. I've been working with them for a few years now, and I sang this song with another good friend of mine, Biana Pinchuk. She's very classically trained. She's great in, I think, the violin, and she's great at opera and everything. But we joined together for an amazing dance song. And it's a dance remix of the original composition that was created by Biana. And we got to work with one amazing Grammy-winning platinum producer, Mr. Tony Dofat. He was amazing and kind enough to work with us on this song. And so I really, really think from this to the music video that was created by Mr. Mr. Jake. He's an amazing videographer in Florida where we had recorded the video. The team was amazing. We had so many people brought together. There was a couple of dance crews too. And so basically I think this is it's a top-notch production. And I think it's going to make you all dance. I hope it does.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's go over to the video then.
Exactly, and let's by all means get up from our seats, or jump on the seat, whatever it is, or roll around. Anything is allowed, this is just for the sake of enjoying ourselves. And I'm gonna switch on the video. Here you go.
Let's do this.
Sorry.
In the spirit of the poem, Maya Angelou, most people will forget what you do and what you say. Hey, let's be real. People remember how you make them feel. So doing to others was short to woe. Watch a billion acts begin to grow. Tomorrow's unknown, and that's okay. The past is gone, just love today.
Nothing feels the same today. It's like the world can't bring me down. Got an angel watching over me, seeing high above the ground. People doing kindness, random acts of kindness. Each day. People doing kindness, acts of kindness. Chain reaction like a kindness boomerang. Forever dance together, make our world into something better. Music plays, don't be afraid. Embrace the present, it's
Doing to others was short to woe. Doing to others was short to woe. Doing to others. Doing to others. Doing to others. Doing to others. Watch a billion acts begin to grow. Billion acts begin to grow.
hard to find my way some days. Need a bright light to be guiding. Night get low and the skies turn gray. Got to practice to keep lighting. It's alright. I can rise to new heights. Just like flowers grow when rivers flow. There is one thing that I know. Forever dance together, make our world into something better. Music plays, don't be afraid. Embrace the present, it's
So many lives snuffed out by hate's impossible to contemplate. Its meaning will only keep us guessing. May the memories be for blessing. Every day's a gift, so I'm blessed and grateful. Life's just a test to win, only a handful. So what we gonna do in our short time? Do unto others, it's a state of mind. So come join the kind, say you'll never regret it. We are the light of the world, reflected. No dream is too small, no dream is too big. Be amazingly human, always hope we dig. For hope it's a chariot powered by hugs. Love's unconditional, no matter what. So give a hug and help us give. Cause in the end, love always wins.
forever dance together, make our world into something better. Music plays, don't be afraid. Embrace the present, it's today.
and just love today.
That was fabulous.
Thank
Good
you.
job. I love the combination of you guys' voices together. Like you said, it's awesome. Really. Thank you so much, Barb. Thank you so much for being here again.
Thank you for having me. I'm so glad. I'm so blessed to be here, and I'm so glad that you all like this video. And I hope there'll be more to come.
We look forward to that in 2021 for sure.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Let's share the video link later on when we
Yeah, that's a good idea.
reconnect after the call.
Yeah, exactly.
We love the video. Thanks, Smash.
Yeah.
So, Dagmar, if I'm understanding correctly, you have a very special friend here today, and he has something really special with books, right?
Absolutely.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? There he is.
Exactly. Here we go.
Hi, Zach.
Let's make sure we see Zach as well and Mary.
We'll make sure he's here.
Exactly. I'm just gonna.
I think we're.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you.
Hello there. Great to see you too, and great to introduce you to the OI tribe, so to speak, because, well, we know at least Miriam for some time, right?
Yes.
But Zach, we had not seen you so much in kind of the broader OI community. So you want to say a couple of words, how old you are and where you live and something like that?
Okay, yeah, so my name is Zach, and I live in Frankfurt, Germany, and I'm currently now visiting school because of the corona restrictions, so it's kind of boring at home.
Well, it seems like you have so many books to read that really boring doesn't probably exist. So tell me a little bit about your love for reading.
Yeah, well, I started reading when I was 8 probably, and then I just started skimming through books really quickly. So since then I read a lot. I can read 3-4 books in a week that each book has 300 pages. So it's pretty good.
Wow. Eats books. Yeah, that's amazing.
He didn't get that from me, I have to say.
Just to verify.
And it's also really handy that you speak so many languages, Zach.
Yeah.
So what language do you speak?
So I speak German and English, and then I also speak Moroccan.
Oh, that is definitely, you can really speak to a lot of people then. And we'll need to make sure we have some Moroccan people as well on this call eventually. I don't think we have them at this stage yet. So let's by all means connect the world a little bit and make sure we make everyone part of the tribe, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
indeed.
Also, I'm learning Japanese. I'm trying to learn Japanese. Connect the Asian continent.
So Zach, let's just agree next Christmas, you're going to come back and we're going to have some Japanese people and you're going to have a little bit of a chat, right? So no problem with that. Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about your very special book project because you and your mom have started with an idea to, I guess, related a little bit to Corona, right? So tell us a bit, how did that come about? How did that happen? And who worked with you to make it work?
So first of all, the idea came to us when I had a lot of questions to this situation at the beginning of March because they had just started with the new regulations. So I thought we should just write a bit about it, and then it turned out into a fully fledged book, which is pretty awesome, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is somebody who's been making some paintings, right?
Yeah, it's Gundula Prinz is the illustrator, and her 2 daughters helped her illustrate the book.
I'd like to say something about that, if I may.
Yeah.
We wanted to thank, actually, since we are on this platform, we wanted to take the chance to really thank Henriette and Yara, who are 2 beautiful daughters of Gundi, and they're 10 and 7, and they really made this book a reality for us, because they really drew all the pictures, or almost all the pictures, with their mom. And it was an amazing contribution, and we were so happy to work on it, all of us together. And I think the greatest thing about this book is not the book itself, because it wasn't intended to be a book. It was intended just to be sort of a, how can I say it? It's just an online PDF thing available for children who wanted to get some answers to their questions, or just tackle some emotional disturbances or unsettledties that came about with Corona. But then we decided to actually turn it into a book, as we wanted to do to do some good with it, just like Spars said. Yeah, it's paying it forward and do something with it. And so we printed out from our own money. We raised funds from families and friends, and we printed about 250 copies, and we thought we could sell these books, and 100% of the proceeds will go to two of our organizations here, and not ours, but our favorites, I should say. The Cancer Center for Children here in Frankfurt, and also another organization which is called Mein Lichtblick, which is like the Wish Foundation in the US kind of thing. It makes wishes, grants wishes for children who are going through difficulties, social, physical, and so on. So yeah, so this is the special thing about this book.
The idea is really to make it, bring as much light and laughter to the world as possible, which
Absolutely.
is exactly also why you kindly agreed to share this beautiful book with everyone who's doing a donation. And so we already have it in place, and it actually even is available in different languages, etc. So by all means, please do a small donation, as small as it can be, no problem at all, and we will be sending that to you. Well, with that, I would like to just ask you to maybe send indeed tell us a story of the book, so that it actually comes to life. And I would just say the floor is all yours.
Oh, great. So Zach is going to be the
We have
actual
two-
Zach. We have two stories, but we're going to read the second one, the short story number 2, which is Zach's Search for Answers. I don't know if did you get the pictures done, or should we just do it without the PDF in the background?
I just have one slide, which I'm going to show,
Okay.
but I think that's people also want to see Zach, but I'm going to show a little bit so that people
So,
have an idea.
Let's just do the focus, and I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the sort of the narrator,
Yeah.
and Zach will be the Corona and Zach. Okay, there we go. Brace yourselves. Zach's Search for Answers. As Zach sat on his bed reflecting on his chat with Corona that one fine day, he felt as if his head was about to explode with the thousands of questions left unanswered. So as he drifted to sleep that night, he secretly hoped he could see the spiky brownish ball one last time before he could even finish his wish. To his delight, the spiky talking creature reappeared. However, this time it wasn't joyful and cheerful as before. It had a sulking, dull face. It sighed and said,
All right, what is it now? What did you call me for? You know I'm quite exhausted and fed up.
As Zach attentively listened to the creature complaining, he was also puzzled as to why the Corona would be so tired, and he was pressed to ask,
What do you mean you're tired? What made you so tired?
Corona was kind of annoyed by the question a bit and answered back with a grimace,
Why am I tired? I have been traveling the world, visiting people all over the globe and jumping from one person to another. And worst of all, nobody wants me near them. They constantly keep chasing me away.
Zach asked,
You mean people were able to keep you away and not let you get them sick?
And without hesitation, Zach yelled.
Yay, we did it.
The crown-looking ball was not pleased at all with Zach's reaction, as it expected at least a bit of empathy, and went on to say with a smirk,
Huh, not quite. You can't really say you made it. There is still no medicine and no vaccine in sight, and therefore I can still roam around as I please.
Zach said,
Then what now? What happens now when schools open and people start mingling? Isn't that too risky? I am afraid I can still hurt my grandma and grandpa when I visit them. To be honest, I feel a bit strange about the whole thing.
Well, if you ask me.
Well, if you ask me, I am happy to stay here a little longer. But I am disappointed to see that many people are still keeping their 2-meter distance. They are respecting the rules and wearing their masks to keep me away from jumping from one person to another. And soon, when I have nobody to stick to, I will certainly be bored out of my mind, and poof, I will be gone in a blink of an eye,
said Corona with a sad face. The spiky creature went on to say,
remember, I mentioned that the doctors are working hard to get a vaccine. Yes, replied Zack and continued to say, aha, but we don't have it yet. You said it takes a long time to come up with one. That reminds me, can you tell me how it would help us all?
Corona answered,
absolutely. Luckily for you and unluckily for me, your body is able to protect itself through special cells which battle viruses just like me. But since I am a new kind of coronavirus, your cells don't know me. Doctors have to take a sample of my dead version, put it in a special liquid, and give you a shot. At that point, your body can memorize all the information about me and build a powerful army to battle me next time I show up.
oh.
Ah, no, a shot. Please, not a shot. That hurts. Ouch.
Zack shouted. Corona answered with a grin.
Don't be silly. It only pinches a little bit, but this is your best shot at keeping me away and staying fit.
Corona abruptly stopped as it realized Zack was not even listening, but was fantasizing about Corona transforming itself into a rocket and flying away to a far, far away planet while slowly falling into deep sleep. The spiky ball was obviously pretty mad and tried interrupting Zack's night dreaming by yelling,
I mean, aren't you happy I kept people in their cars at home? And haven't you realized that there aren't that many airplanes in the sky? I mean, I was good at something, right? Hello, knock knock, are you there?
Zack barely could make a sound.
Ah, don't be upset. Of course, I'm listening.
He added.
Suddenly,
you could hear him. His annoyingly loud snoring filling up the room and popping Corona into thin air. The end. Thank you so much for listening. I know Zack was rushing through. He just wanted to finish. He's a bit nervous. Here is the book in 2 languages, actually. We turned it into bilingual. It's great.
That's fantastic.
That's so great. And Zack, I didn't even notice that you were nervous. I really didn't.
I next to him, I can feel the vibration. I was giving him the sign, like, ooh, breathe. It's great. It's great. I'm so proud of him.
Even Kiara in the chat says that you did a great job, Zack.
Oh,
you
yeah.
really did.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your support.
You're very
and
welcome.
for the great compliment.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much. Zack, can I ask you a quick question before we go on to the next?
Yeah.
What is your favorite book?
Difficult one.
There's a book series that I liked a lot. It's the Percy Jackson series. It's by Rick Riordan. I liked it a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out because I'm quite curious about it. But everyone is saying that you did such a great job and that you're an inspiration.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the invitation. It was great.
Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. So Dagmar.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Do we have a little update about the fundraising that's going on right now?
I haven't checked it out, but I would suggest maybe we give people a last opportunity to leave a donation for the 2-3 minutes, and I'm going to tell them a little bit why. But then when I'm finished, we'll probably then look at where we are, and then we're going to see how that has turned out in the end of the day. How about that?
That's a good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea. So, can you tell us what is going on for Care4BrittleBones in the year 2020? What has been going on?
Yeah. Well, this year has been really special. I mean, you could look at it from many different angles, of course, but from my own perspective as a director of Care4BrittleBones, I would like to take a few angles. So one, first and foremost, the personal one. Not so much for me now, but for many people with OI, it really has been a tremendously difficult year. People with OI are in this high risk category, and so people have been avoiding crowds and feeling, sometimes quite isolated. So that definitely was for many people quite tough. I think also the feeling that it's not quite clear when it's going to end doesn't really help. When it's just 2-3 months, it can even be joyful, I guess. But I think on that personal level, it's been quite a stressful year. With regard to the foundation, on the one hand side, it's been quite frankly an awful year because the whole fundraising has really not worked. All those events that we were thinking about, galas and things like that, obviously could not take place. So whilst the research keeps going on that we said we will fund, and we luckily had some reserves to build on, they really start to be gone by now. And that's also why we felt, let's try one more round of fundraising here before Christmas, if people are willing to help us, because frankly, we really needed to continue our work. So the fundraising was difficult. But on the other hand, I am absolutely astounded and surprised how consistent people delivered on their research projects under such a difficult time. So especially all these doctors, and there are many of them who are actually joining us here also in the weekend. I saw Dr. Cheney as well, one of the pulmonologists who are so critical in this Corona time. Making time in their weekend to join us, which is absolutely a huge privilege. And so we kept the momentum on huge projects, the most important things we are trying to do at the moment, which is, for instance, this Care4OI project. And people out there may probably not have heard about it yet, but in 2021, it will actually come to life in many locations, and it will help to deliver better care for people with OI. So not just around the plaster when you have a fracture or the good surgery, but really a bit of a 360-degree care, which is also including the part that Sparsh mentioned and feels so is so important, the psychosocial aspects, which is also about the functionality and being able to move around, not just as a revalidation after surgery, but also upfront. Because if you go into a surgery being fit, it will make sure you come out much faster and in a better shape. So all these things, I think they really all add up, and I think we're with Care4OI, we are able to gonna really make an impact here. But in the end of the day, this difficult time has really also challenged us to do more and think differently with new means. And I think we all learned around connecting virtually, right? Zoom, all these wonderful new tools. And we're going to have one more tool after the session when we go to our after party, which I can assure you, many of you will have never seen something like that before. But I think we all now discover this space as something that could really be beneficial for OI. I mean, imagine, this world is without staircases, without all these difficulties to actually chime into a team that, may be physically together, but you can be a virtual partner. And I think people increasingly realize that everyone can contribute something, and if it comes from home or so, it doesn't matter as long as you have something to give. And we strongly believe we have so much talent in our OI community. Well, we have a few people on the call who will make huge contributions, and that's exactly what we want to do more with. So here is now the big news we feel we'd like to bring to your attention, because to be honest, we've been sitting on this news, and it's been building up for a couple of months now. But now it's really time to share that with you, because some 2 weeks ago, we received a grant that will really enable us to do something quite substantial, which otherwise we would have, because of the difficult fundraising, held back. But now we can actually do it. So I'm going to demonstrate what it actually is. So it is about a worldwide collaboration community that is truly open to everyone. So there will be one for all the doctors and researchers and other practitioners, nurses, physiotherapists, and everyone, all those many people that it takes to help people with so I have the best possible quality of life. And so think about it, that they can actually have a space where all the orthopedic surgeons can talk to each other. And when somebody has a very difficult case, they can agree to discuss that together, because there's not so many people that are actually specialists on OI, right? So if somebody has a really complicated thing, they can now talk to each other, not just the experts, but also somebody from a country where OI may not have an infrastructure. And there are many places where OI does not have any infrastructure, right? So there's a couple of really established zones, but some places that are not. So we can have that knowledge transfer so much easier. So I'm going to show you that medical platform which we have established. But also, and maybe most people here in this community are actually from the OI side of the house, we're going to have the exact same thing separately, but the exact same thing available for free in the OI world. So we're basically going to have an opportunity to connect all of us together in that space related to everything that is in healthcare, research, and quality of life in the very, very widest sense. So if you want to bring a group together that is very much focused around psychosocial care, well, we already have a part of that. Ute Valentin, Cara Ayers, and Claire Hill, they've already started something, and we can bring that together and actually get the best of the best to think together, and we teach each other. So that's the idea. Let me demo the tool, and I'm just going to do that for 2 minutes or so, so that we have enough time for Marike. But for those people who still want to leave a donation, that's the moment probably to do so, because I'm about to end my story. So I hope you can see a landscape or kind of a world map. I think that's the word. And if you can't, please somebody tell me so. So you can see a couple of people. So Marina, you from Brazil. Rafael Yoshida, one of your stars in Brazil, he's already on the platform. He was so keen to get on it. So he's going to be very much connected to our worldwide community. And I'm zooming in a little bit. You see that those bubbles are actually opening up. Somebody from Italy, and you can zoom in as much as you want. And we just launched it. This is a pilot version. And so they're going to be many, many more people on this platform once it's officially opened. It is not yet. This is a trial space. You cannot even log in. But I think you get the picture, and it's the whole wide world will be on this one. And I hope Michael Toe and Eric Young, who I think are also on the call, will also be joining us from China, and other people from that space too. So, and with this filter, I'm not going to demonstrate here, but we can just say we want to see all those orthopedic surgeons or all those physiotherapists to then connect with each other. And they can, for instance, say we only want to have those people that are actually focusing on adults. You all know that adult healthcare is really way behind pediatric care. And so by that, we can focus people that are specialists in their field worldwide and just make it as if they were next door to each other, so to speak. But let's look at what they can actually do together. They can go to webinars. It's that virtual new collaboration space. And you all have been to webinars, but you can actually here click on it, and you can then see what exactly this is about. So this is our event today. And everything is integrated. So the Zoom link, you don't need to look through your inbox anymore. It makes it so easy, and it actually is displayed in the tool. So that way people are attending because it's just so convenient. And then we record the session, and the session and the slides will be in the media center later on. And we're going to have a space that is all about group work. So I just started with a few here, but there will be many, many more. Here's the psychosocial network for SPARS. And within each of those spaces, let's just take this one, the rehabilitation one, for a moment. People can join. So Lena Landevecre from Norway has already joined, and people can plug themselves into that dialogue. And they can have a consistent, continuous dialogue, not just around one project, but around the knowledge they want to build. And it will not fall back anymore because it continues to build in this platform. And if you think about it, so I've just have the professional space at the moment here. We'll have the same in the OI space, where we can also bring groups together that have the same interest in mind. We may even think about a little book club for Zach, if there are other children that would love that. So let's just explore how we connect as a global family, because that's really one of the best parts in our kind of rare disease world, I would say. It is a space that is small enough that we can actually, really work together in that global village, so to speak. So I leave it here. I hope it has become a bit clear on what the idea is that we have in mind. We will build it in the next 2 weeks before Christmas. Both platforms will be completely ready to get on board. So I hope many of you will be joining it, and because it's for free, it should hopefully be something that is really accessible for everyone, wherever you may come from. So warm welcome for that space already now. And
when will people be able to enter the platforms? When will they be online?
Yeah, well, I'm not exactly sure when we'll have the full onboarding, but as soon as we really have the kind of highway into that platform established, because we need to make sure it's really all safe and data privacy is taken care of, etc. It may still take 2 weeks, but then we're gonna make sure all of you get an email as well. One email, I guess, to this Zoom group should be all right. We're not gonna bombard you, but we will continue to shout it from the rooftop in the next couple of months. So we grow this and really make this an effective platform that benefits us all. So this is for all of us, like a Christmas gift to all of you. All
Merry
right.
Christmas!
Merry Christmas, exactly. Let's look at the fundraising, I would say. I'm just checking it out myself now. And I don't know if others have also looked at it. At 3,000! Well, that's fantastic and really appreciate it. Thank you so much to all those donors already now. And as we are ending the hour, I would like to just check out who the donor was, who has been most gracious, and all of you have been very gracious in helping us here. And I am seeing one person who stands out by far, and that would be Ivona. Ivona, are you on the call?
Ivona?
Ivona Pavus.
Are you here?
Yeah, Ivona. Oh. Ivona, thank you so much for your huge gift. That's amazing. Thank you.
That is amazing.
Huge. Well, we know Ivona for some time. Ivona is hugely involved in our foundation anyway, all the time. She's a part of our finance group. So thanks so much for doing that, Ivona. And which song would you like to hear?
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad! Great choice.
I don't know if you can see it, but Anna is on the couch going, yay!
And this little one too, she's gonna sing with you. Is that okay?
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Ivona. Thanks, everyone. Well, before you leave, we will give you instructions how to go to the after party room as well later on. And by the way, Marike will be there too. There's a Marike space where you can hear all the other songs as well. But that's just for later. Let's just, first of all, hear Ivona's song, Feliz Navidad. Thanks to Ivona, thanks to everyone. And Marike, if you're there, you can take it away.
All right. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Próspero año y felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Yay! Merry Christmas!
Say hi, Asha. Come here. This is your chance. Hi, Pom Pom.
Rika, you had a backing vocal. Did you hear that?
It was Miriam's daughter, I think.
She was. She's the culprit.
Brilliant.
And she's happy to see her uncle up there with his dog.
You did such a great job. Thank you.
Fantastic. Well, let's continue to talk, I would say. I have just posted the link to the after party, which is really going to feel like an after party. So don't you miss it. And you need a password, and it will be capitals Christmas. Surprise, surprise.
Christmas, surprise.
So before you go, hit the link and go into the after party where you can find, who you want to talk to. You want to talk to Mariam and Zach, maybe, because we'll have a special zone from them, or we have Daniele's zone, obviously, or Marike's zone, if you want to continue singing a few songs or so. Please go type in Christmas. Here we go. Sorry, it didn't enter. And we're going to see you on the other side. But remember, with a computer, it really works best. If you have not an iPad, if you only have an iPad or a phone, you may find it difficult. So just be warned, don't get frustrated, just give up on it, because that's one of the limitations of this pretty cool new tool. And before we leave, shall we just all give a round of applause to Daniele? Thank you so much, Daniele.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right. Well, Feliz Navidad. Happy Christmas to all of you. Thanks for all your and support. And let's meet on the other side.
Let me see if I can do this.